Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today I'm here with this month's Mix It Up Monday hop, or I guess as part of this month's Mix It Up Monday hop. Mix It Up Monday is a social media hop where we share projects that mix it up. So basically, we take a scrapbook sketch, just a traditional sketch, and then we mix it up with different types of media. So that could be texture paste, paint, inks, thread, stitching, whatever you want to do. Everyone's welcome to play along. You can find out more information in the Peace Craft Love Clubhouse, which is run by Anna. And she's also then, of course, hosting this event. And we're using a sketch that was made by one of the Peace Craft Love I cannot say all these names. Peace Craft Love members, Misty Murphy. And it already has a little bit of some mixed media in there, as you can see from the sketch in the upper left-hand corner. So it looks like there's some splatters going on behind the photos and a little bit up where that banner is. So that could give you some ideas if you're like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do. This sketch could give you some ideas for where to put your mixed media. Or you could do something totally different. It's all up to you. As always, I'm going to be using some Tim Holtz Distress Oxide spray, as well as some pink stilettos, that color from Shimmers. It's something I haven't used in a really long time. I think they're still in business, maybe. If anybody knows if Shimmers is still around, let me know down in the comments. But basically, let me talk to you more about how I'm doing this layout but real quick, there is a playlist down below for everyone who is participating. So definitely check it out, see what everybody else did with this sketch. And if you want to participate and have us see what you've created, use the hashtag MIUM on social media. And you can also tag at PeaceCraftLove, or you can tag me too at Cook Scrap Craft, and I'll see it. So, all right, I took some bathing suit pattern paper that was just in my stash, and I gutted the center of it so I could save the part of the interior for another layout, because I was just going to cover it up with this purple cardstock. And the purple cardstock, I cut 1 inch off of 2 sides, so then you get a nice border of the bathing suits going around it. And I'm using Dusty Concord from Tim Holtz. I'm trying to do the packaging technique, and there's something with this cardstock. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I got this cardstock. It's been years, but I got it at Michael's. So it could be Recollections. It was in a paper pad, so I don't know. I don't have the cover sheet for the paper pad anymore. But this cardstock, I think there was a glossiness to it, and it just wasn't absorbing the spray as well as a traditional piece of cardstock would. So then I said, well, I'll do some splatters. We'll see how that works out. I went through and I ran a paper towel roll over it just to kind of help it dry up a little bit, since it wasn't, there you go, it wasn't really working out well for me. So I said, you know what, I'll just roll a paper towel roll over it. I'll get a nice mixed media base. And then once I put everything else down, I'll go back and I'll add to it with more splatters or something, and see how it turns out when they dry naturally, as opposed to when I make them dry by rolling the paper towels over them. Okay. So mixed media not turning out as hot as I was hoping for, thanks to the weird cardstock. I mean, I could have torn it up and I could have taken another piece of cardstock and tried again, but I'm the kind of person who's like, you know what, this isn't a mistake. It's still mixed media, and I'm going to be covering up a lot of it with the photos. So it's not really going to be that big of a deal. And again, I also wanted to make sure that I had space to put all the other elements on the page, and then I could definitely get a better idea of where to go back and add more mixed media as necessary. So I've got my photos, which are printed out as in a 2x3 size. I used my Canon Ivy mini printer, and I backed them on some, random cardstock that also was part of the bathing suit pattern paper collection. That was also from Recollections. And so I backed them. The Canon Ivy printer prints them out as self-adhesive. So I just stuck them back. I stuck them onto that pink pattern paper, and then I cut them out, and then I had to add adhesive to the back of the pink pattern paper to stick them down onto the cardstock. The top and the bottom one are flat, and the middle one is popped up on some foam squares just to give it some extra dimension. Then to go along with the sketch, I took some sunglasses pattern paper, which is again part of that that same pattern paper collection. I've just had these in my stash for a really long time. And I thought, I'm never going to use these. And here I am using them, okay? So I've got the sunglass paper that I cut into a banner. I'm doing my title over the banner, just like the sketch shows. And I'm adding my title using some Pink Fresh sticker. Well, the vacay is Pink Fresh. The summer is Simple Stories. So it says Summer Vacay, and that's the title. I was going to add a little bit more to it, like start of summer vacay, because these photos were the start of our summer vacation last summer, but I decided that would just be too busy. And so instead, I just added a little Simple Stories sticker at the bottom of summer vacay that says, let's rock this summer. A couple little enamel dots that I still had left over in my stash. And now I'm adding in some embellishments. I pulled all the summery embellishments that I had. Most of them are from Simple Stories. I've got some phrase stickers. I've got a beach ball that I popped up on a foam square. It was a regular flat sticker, but I just put a foam square behind it instead of sticking it down flat. I'm adding an extra little banner to the banner because I had that banner sticker out on my desk, and I'm like, hey, it's yellow. There's some yellow in the patterned paper. Like, let's do it. So I just lifted up the word summer just to kind of have it overlap on top of that little yellow banner sticker thing, which I think is cute. And then I'm just, again, adding even some more pieces because the middle photo there is popped up on foam dots. The sticker that I added, half of it's on the photo and half of it's not. So I had to add an extra foam square behind that, and so that it was, would stay popped up and wouldn't like get bent and gross when I put it in an album. What else am I doing here? So, I guess I could tell you what these photos are. First of all, I'm adding a journaling spot down at the bottom, just like the sketch showed. I'm pretty much adhering to the sketch very closely. And you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If your photos are all vertical, you could rotate the sketch. If you don't have 3 photos, you could do this with one 4x6 photo or one 5x7 photo. Lots of different ways that you could interpret this. So I think it would be really fun to see what everybody does. But the photos are from Cape May, New Jersey. We went there early one morning on our way to the Cape May Ferry, had some fun playing on the beach, and that while it was free, because if you go there before the beach officially opens, when there are no lifeguards, it's actually free to get on the beach. But then you do have to pay if you're staying past the point that the beach officially opens. So just an FYI, if you ever come to New Jersey beaches. And then we did a playground walking back to the car. It was a really nice morning. And so to go along with the journaling down at the bottom, I added in an extra big sticker that I had pulled to use on this layout. And I like that because the journaling spot is a little big. I could have made it smaller, but it's a little big. And so that sticker kind of takes up some of that space and makes it look like I haven't cut the journaling spot too big, which I like. But I did want to have some space to kind of start journaling about what this vacation was and everything that we did. I feel like sometimes when I go back to do vacation photos, I don't always remember what, like the full story sometimes. I either need to start creating do travel journaling, or I need to get better about scrapbooking our vacation photos in a timely manner, right? Let me know down in the comments how you guys remember what happens on your vacations. Do you bring a travel journal along with you? Do you make notes on your photos on your phone? Apparently you can do that in Apple in your Apple Photos. If you go to the photo, you can like add a caption or something where you can quickly type in like, this is what happened and the date. Well, it tells you the date, but I don't know, the time and who was there, stuff like that. I don't do that, but I have seen that you can do that. So that's another option. Or are you really, really good about getting your pictures scrapbooked right away? I am not. So tell me all your tips in the comments. I am adding in some purple sequins. They were out on my desk, and I was like, I didn't have a lot of enamel dots or a lot of small embellishments. So I was like, ooh, you know what? Let's use some of these purple sequins and use them in place of embellishments, in place of the smaller embellishments, in place of enamel dots. They both start with the letter E. It's very confusing. And I stick my sequins down with mini glue dots. I have used, I'm not going to lie, I think I used to use a hot glue gun. That was like years and years ago. I know some people use like a fine line glue. I found that just like glue itself doesn't really work well with the sequins. And here I am doing a little bit more splattering with the Dusty Concord, the pink stilettos, and I think I also add in that lemonade color from Tim Holtz just for some extra brightness. But yeah, if you guys have a different way to adhere your sequins, let me know what works for you in the comments. But like I said, the glue dots seemed to work the best for me. Regular glue, the sequins were coming off in my albums, and that was really annoying. So anyway, here are the close-ups. You can see all the little details, all the mixed media elements, and I hope that this inspires you to get messy in your scrap room. Let us know on social media if you participate using a hashtag MIUM, and follow me on social media for more scrapbook fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.